gotta say is football back. I put it all on the line.
Hi, welcome to FootballDefense.com. My name is Joe Daniel, and today we're taking a look at our quarters coverage and the alert check. The alert check in our quarters coverage is a check that we're going to use in order to get our safeties back off the ball. Alert means alert. We've got two fast guys out here. We've got number 1 and number 2 receivers both removed. So alert is something that we use for 2 receivers removed in order to make sure that we can handle these 2 fast guys. It's going to give us a 3-on-2 handling those 2 fast guys out there, which is a great advantage for us. Alert is going to give us a soft cover 2 type of look. If you're familiar with cover 2 football, where we're going to be off, not pressing the man, but we're going to be funneling everything to these deep safeties. So the first thing we're going to look at in our quarters coverage, in our alert check, is how we're reading this. Our safeties are reading the number 2 receiver, and our corners are reading the number 2 receiver here. Sam linebacker is reading the end man on the line of scrimmage, reading on through to the back. Will linebacker is reading his end man through to the back, depending. He may also be reading through the guard. The Sam is going to apex the end man and number 2 receiver. We can split the difference. We usually don't want to bring him more than 5 yards out if we've got any sort of passing threat at all. Since the Will is normally going to be to the short side of the field, if we have this situation, we don't split him out at all. But we are a little softer up here in the flats. It may look like we have this number 2 uncovered, but we're going to have it handled. Again, reading number 2, reading number 2. We don't always want to run alert on both sides. This is a check that we make independent. These are split coverages where we can call anything we want to either side. We're going to split the coverage here, but we're going to have alert checks on both sides because both have 2 removed. If we just had 1 removed back here, we may have a read check or something else to handle it. Off the bat, our right linebacker always has middle of the field in quarters. Nothing changes for him. The corner here, as this guy comes off, the corner is going to shuffle out 3 steps. We always use a 3-step slide. He's going to shuffle out 3 steps, and he's going to force this guy, squeeze him to the inside, make him run this inside path. As he's doing that, he's reading number 2. If number 2 is running vertical, then the corner is going to want to stay with number 1 if number 1 runs vertical and stay with him. That's where the quarters aspect of this is. If number 2 is going vertical, then he's going to want to stay with the vertical on number 1. By the same token, if number 1 releases hard outside and the corner cannot see number 2, then he's going to need to turn and run with it because he doesn't know if we're getting 2 verticals or not. That's that cover 4 aspect of it. If we get 2 verticals here, we've got 2 guys deep. But ideally, we're going to squeeze this inside, shuffle off, and then he's going to settle up at about 12 yards, and he's going to work on the top of the numbers. The safety is backpedaling on the snap. He's staying over top of everything, reading what number 2 does. He knows that if number 2 goes vertical, he's got him. But if number 2 does anything else besides run dead vertical, then he's going to be looking his eyes to number 1 and getting back. So if we got an out by number 2, the corner knows that he's going to bust off of this and come back to the out, and this post will come to the safety. Sam linebacker steps and reads, pass run. These 2 guys are not heavily involved in the run game. They're mainly pass players in this formation. Strong safety is going to step for a run read. If he got a run read, he would tack to the line right now and box the play. And that outside backer is a box player, a contained player in alert check. So he looks to box the play. If he doesn't get a run read, if he gets a pass set out of this guy, then he's going to read step and work his way to the hook curl zone. And again, if he gets anything releasing inside, he'll collision it, force it to fall to the safety. So we want everything working this way where our safety is getting over top of it. Keep it off the hashes, keep it off the numbers, force it to the inside. Mike linebacker working middle of the field. If we were to get crossers, we would communicate those crossers to the Mike backer. In this situation, we've got the same deal on this side. We're working deep half, coming out to 12. As long as we are able to funnel this guy to the inside, we're going to settle up at 12 yards. We're going to work our way out to 12 yards and settle up on the hook to curl zone. So we're on the hash here, working on the hash here, okay, with our two outside backers, working on the top of the numbers here, working around the top of the numbers here, so that we've got our zones taken care of. We've got 5 under, 2 deep, unless we get 2 verticals, in which case we would run with them, and we would have our 4 over top, 3 underneath coverage there. The only threat being the linebackers getting a releasing back, and they're going to look for that out of the backfield. That's our alert check out of quarters, a great check to use in order to shut down the pass. One that's going to get your outside backers to be the contained player over here, get your safeties back deeper than our traditional quarters read check, where if we've got one receiver removed, those safeties are our 8th and 9th man in the box. Hope this is something you can look at for your defense. Great for any 7-man front, whether you are a 4-3 or a 3-4 defense. It's also something a lot of teams will use with their 4-2-5 as a change-up, and even a 3-5-3. Take a look at footballdefense.com for even more information about quarters coverage, about the alert check. You can download our free ebook, Defensive Installation Manual. Sign up for our newsletter where you can get information about updates to the site, sales on our products, whether it's 4-3, 4-2-5, our Fire Zone Manual that you can get there. You can pick up all those things on the site. Appreciate you listening. Come over to footballdefense.com and learn more. Thanks and have a great day.
Football back, football back. All I gotta say is football back.